Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And on the mound today, Tanner Bybee. What do we have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Bybee, 26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2021.
1-0.
Fastball is outside. 1 out, base is empty. That catches the outside corner. Now 2 balls and a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2-2 now.
One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Slice down the right side. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Santana. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Back now at Progressive Field. And our pitcher in this game, Luis Castillo.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Lane Thomas now. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. First pitch misses. In the air, right side. Canzone should have this one. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Oh, the throw is over his head. Heading for the plate. And he's out. So some sloppy defense and over-aggressive base running, and it ends up as a double play. Here's Jose Ramirez.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And that's a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He sends it out of here. It's 1-0. And Siggy, he just loves hitting against this guy, doesn't he?
It's like he's been facing him his entire life. Looks so comfortable in the box against him. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
2 outs, base is empty. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it, and the inning is over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Cleveland, all set for the start of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Cal Raleigh. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Ground ball up the middle. Arias. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Rowdy Tellez stands in now and watches strike one. That's a strike, and the count is 0-2. Tapped out in front of the plate. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Offense held in check there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Guardians 1 and the Mariners nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Kyle Manzardo. Castillo back to work. And that one lifted in the air center field. Brings it in. 1 down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. Castillo, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. And that one is lifted in the air. Rodriguez settles under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Bo Naylor at the plate now. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And now the count is even. That's out to center field. Rodriguez has a beat on it and makes the grab. And that is that. And we're back. New inning getting started. At the plate, Dominic Canzone.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up. Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And that is out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Schneemann on the move. And there are 2 outs.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's the third baseman, Ben Williamson. Liner, base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Williamson off of first with 2 away. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. 1 left for Seattle, and it remains 1-0. Here in Cleveland, as we go to the last of the 3rd, stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. And first offering is fouled off. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And that one is out of here. He hammers one out to right. It's 2-0.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Now here's Nolan Jones. Up and in, 1-0.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one ripped left field. And it one-hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. That's in there. It's 0-1. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. The run comes in to score from second, and they're up by 3. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Luis Castillo won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Colin Snyder gets the ball now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here comes Lane Thomas. He's 0 for 1. They say to win.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Puts it away for the out, and there's one down. Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one.
Boog, here's someone that loves playing at home, and who can blame him? His numbers are historically better, and he's already 1 for 1 out of the chute. Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 5-zip.
High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
Base is empty, 1 away. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 1 so far. And that's outside. Ball 1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's got a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Kyle Manzardo now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Ripped to short. Crawford throws to first in time. Play is made, 2 out. So in now for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. Foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back. Onto the home run porch and left. Gone. He'll touch them all. Their third home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 7-0. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Colin Snyder will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher for the Mariners, Edward Bizzardo.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
This one in the air. Raleigh makes the play, and that is that. They bring 9 to the plate, and 6 come around to score. On to inning number 4. It's the Guardians 7 and the Mariners nothing.
See, every time you see me, I got something new. Every time you see me.